Greetings and welcome to another lesson on modes. Last week we talked about the Dorian mode and how we can easily apply it to the pentatonic scale. Just by changing one note, we can go from your stock standard minor pentatonic into more of a Dorian flavoured sound. This week we're going to do exactly the same thing but to achieve a Mixolydian sound. So a Mixolydian mode is more of a major tonality, uses a major third interval, and basically what we're going to do is put that major third interval into the minor pentatonic, and that will give us what we're looking for. So we're not delving too much into the theory behind this. We're just looking at pragmatic ways to get you playing with this kind of flavour and colour straight away in your improvising and songwriting. So let's see what it is. We're playing this week in the key of A, just for a difference. So there's our A minor pentatonic. So the note that we're going to change is the second note of the scale, which is actually normally the minor third interval. We're going to raise that up one fret to a major third at the 9th fret. So we have 5 to 9, bit of a stretch. And the rest of the scale is going to be the same. So we have in that first octave 5th, 9th on the E, 5th and 7th on the A, and 5th and 7th on the D string. When we get to the G, changes a little bit. Instead of going 5th fret here, that minor third has to be a major, so we raise it to the 6th fret. So we have 6th fret to 7th fret. B string is just normal, 5th and 8th. And then finally on the E string, it's the same as the first two notes that we played. 5th fret on the E and that major third at the 9th fret as well. So all together, 5, 9, 5, 7, 5, 7, 6, 7, 5, 8, 5, 9. Really nice sound. It's quite classy and a little bit of a twist again like we had last time. Now this has a real clear function, unlike the Dorian mode where typically, unless you're playing over a specifically Dorian sounding chord, you're not going to have to use that mode necessarily. But in the case of a Mixolydian mode, there's a very common type of chord that we might need to play this over, and that is a dominant 7th chord. And that's because in a dominant 7th chord you have the major third, so it's a major sound, but we also have the minor 7th, which is found in the minor pentatonic scale in the Mixolydian mode, which is that note there. So you end up with this sort of tritone in the scale, which is what gives it its extra spice. So, you know, for instance, if you're playing a blues in A with a dominant 7th chord, anyway, easy peasy as they say. That's how you can get some Mixolydian in your playing. Hope that's useful to you and interesting. What I'm going to do now is actually play a little bit from a song which is not a blues at all, but uses the Mixolydian mode in more of a soloing context. And I'm going to use my favourite band, Dream Theater, and the song Overture 1928. In the meantime, I'll see you next week.